Listen to me very carefully. You swear up and down that you are a man of integrity. You point fingers at the politicians, the corrupt CEOs, and the fraudulent pastors. You sit in public transport, shouting about how you will never steal government funds or cheat your business partners. But let me ask you a very dangerous question. Are you actually a person of integrity, or are you just broke? It is very easy to claim you will never take a bribe when nobody has offered you 20 million naira in a Ghana must-go bag. It is incredibly easy to be a saint when you do not have the power or the access to be a sinner. We need to aggressively confront this comfortable lie that poverty equals humility. In Nigeria, many people are not angry at corruption. They are just angry that it is not yet their turn to chop. The moment they get that appointment, the moment their business hits its first major milestone, the moment they get invited to the VIP section, they suddenly change their vocabulary. Suddenly, bribery becomes public relations. Fraud becomes smart business. They join the exact same cabal they used to criticize. Let me deliver the tough love you desperately need to hear. If you're still here, listen carefully. Out of millions of videos online, you found this one. That's not a coincidence. It simply means your spirit is finally ready for real change. This is your golden moment to make a life-changing decision. Practice the PPA Framework. Pray for God's wisdom, plan your strategy, act with discipline. My commitment to you: follow this framework, do the actual work, and you will see results. No prosperity gospel lies, no manifestation magic, no overnight success, just a real strategy that works in Nigeria. Drop your biggest challenge in the comments right now. I'll reply with my honest thoughts on it, not motivational fluff. You're not alone. I'm willing to walk this journey with you, but you must show up and do the work. Subscribe for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday uploads. Pray, plan, and act. We move. Situational integrity is just delayed corruption. If your honesty has an asking price, you never had integrity. You were just waiting for the right buyer. You must understand the greatest benefit of maintaining your standards when you finally get power: unshakable authority. When you enter the rooms of the wealthy and powerful and they realize your price tag has not changed, you stop being just another influencer or businessman. You become an authority. Men will fear you and the public will trust you implicitly because they know your soul is not for sale at any exchange rate. Look at the evolution of very dark black man, VDM. It was one thing for him to speak the truth when he was sitting in a basic room with a towel around his neck and nothing to lose. But watch what happened when his platform exploded. Suddenly, he had access. Billionaires were calling him. A-list celebrities wanted to hang out with him. Politicians tried to bring him into their inner circles. This is the exact moment where 99% of Nigerians would compromise. They would start covering up the sins of the rich just to keep their VIP access. But what did VDM do? He maintained the exact same brutal standard. When the celebrities who smiled with him committed crimes, he exposed them. When the rich tried to use him to silence the poor, he dragged them. His integrity did not change when his tax bracket changed. Because he refused to sell out at the top, his voice became law on the Nigerian internet. That is unshakable authority. When you cannot be bought by the elite, you become the undisputed champion of the masses. The Bible warns us heavily about the intoxicating disease of wealth and access. Look at Deuteronomy 16:19. The instruction is clear. Do not pervert justice or show partiality. Do not accept a bribe, for a bribe blinds the eyes of the wise and twists the words of the innocent. The moment you take that first compromised envelope from the rich, you lose your sight. You lose your ability to speak the truth. You become a hostage to the very people feeding you. And if you think a little compromise won't hurt, listen to 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 9. Those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. The trap is not the money itself. The trap is what you are willing to ignore to keep the money. But look at the promise in Proverbs chapter 28, verse 6. Better the poor whose walk is blameless than the rich whose ways are perverse. God is telling you that your unbroken character holds more weight in the realm of the spirit and in the legacy of men than all the compromised wealth in Lagos. This is exactly why you must apply the PPA framework to your ambitions today, before the big break comes. Pray, plan, and act. Step 1. Pray. Do not just pray for contracts and open doors. Pray that your character can carry the weight of the blessing you are asking for. Ask God to kill the appetite for vanity in your soul. Pray that when you finally sit at the table with kings, the Holy Spirit will give you the boldness to flip the table if they ask you to compromise your faith. Step 2. Plan. You must intentionally plan your boundaries right now. Do not wait until the temptation is in your face. Define your non-negotiables today. Write down the contracts you will never take. Write down the associations you will never join, no matter how much they promise to pay. When you plan your exit strategy from corrupt rooms in advance, you strip the enemy of his element of surprise. Step 3. Act. Execution means rejecting the first small compromise when you enter a new level of success. The next time a wealthy client asks you to cut a fraudulent corner, say no. Act by showing the elite that your VIP access does not mean you have joined their syndicate. Let your actions prove that your integrity was not a poverty survival tactic. It was a lifelong conviction. Stop waiting for wealth to reveal who you really are. Make the decision today that no matter how high you rise, your truth will never be for sale. Pray, plan, and act. We move.